We're on the road to Hampden this weekend for the Scottish Cup semi-finals. On Saturday, Pat Fenlon's Hibs take on an exciting young Falkirk team built by Stephen Presley and now managed by Gary Holt. Then on Sunday, it's the big one as Dundee United take on Celtic in the other semi-final. But while these are the big events on the park this weekend, once again the headlines have been dominated by what's going on at Ibrox. We're joined by Gordon Parks for today's Backpage Friday, and Gordon, you're actually going to be at Ibrox this weekend and you're arriving at a club that's really in turmoil at the moment.
Well, I think Rangers fans are looking for answers. I think the football now, they've won the league. I think now the politics off the park are dominating. Unfortunately, it's opened up another episode in a chapter of doubt amongst the Rangers fans to see exactly what kind of leadership is taking place. There's a lack of clarity. I think big question marks hanging. I think Charles Green has to come out and be definite, be honest with the fans and try and emphasise that there is a clear picture moving forward. The financial problems seem to be becoming a lot more murky. There's investigations now. He's facing 2 charges over remarks that he's made in the last week. It just seems to be a lot of baggage now arriving at his door, and he needs to try and clear that away and try and get the club moving forward again. I think the Keith Jackson story this week about the fact that Kenny McDowell, Ian Durrant's positions are both become under scrutiny, I think that's difficult. I think Ali has to look at that and make his own mind up and see, give me answers, give me definites, let me know that we're moving forward next season with the coaching staff that we have, give me money to go and get some quality players in, which the club badly needs. And I just feel as though, again, it's questions.
Keith Jackson has really been on top of this story from day dot, and the paper's covered it excellently. But you know, when you look at what Keith's saying today, and Malcolm Murray's still missing in action, you know, it's a really difficult situation there.
I think it's sad. I think when Rangers played Linfield on Wednesday night, I think you had Rangers refusing to talk about it. Walter Smith came out and spoke about the fact that he wasn't aware of certain things that happened, financial payments made by Craig White to Charles Green. I mean, these are bombshell statements, and I think Keith's been terrific. Keith, as always, has been covering the thing terrifically well. Malcolm Murray has to come out now and show a bit of leadership. He is a chairman, he is the man that the fans will be looking to get some kind of clarity on it, and this has to be resolved quickly, because I think the last time Rangers fans haven't been through so much trauma over the past season, that they need a brighter kind of view ahead, and the only person to do that is Malcolm Murray. He is a figurehead at the club, Charles Green, chief exec, but the chairman has to come out and show a bit of strength here and get answers and demand answers.
It's really quite telling in terms of the season we've had, very indicative of the season we've had, in the sense that once again, you know, Scottish Cup semi-final weekend, and we're talking about matters off the park, but looking ahead to these cup ties, first of all, Falkirk against Hibs, and you know, who do you see winning that one?
Great to see Falkirk with all the problems they've had, emerging with a young squad. Hibs haven't had a great season. I believe Falkirk, given the energy they have, the youthful excitement, the talent they have coming through the ranks, the academy's now starting to bear fruit. I don't see why Falkirk can't go there, relax, put on a show, because Hibs for me have been a poor side. They've been dependent on Griffiths for far too long. If Griffiths has an off day, I think there's a vulnerability amongst Hibs. I can see Falkirk winning that game.
And then Celtic, Dundee United on Sunday, which is probably the tie of the weekend.
Well, it is, it's great. I think United, Jackie's gone in there and looked the part. His players are playing for him. He's got a good base there. He's got a lot of players there that have been over the course. They'll believe that they can get, I don't know, I have to say Celtic quality-wise are favourites by a distance, and the Celtic play, Celtic will win.
Well, Gordon, thanks very much for joining us today for today's Backpage Friday, and don't forget you'll be able to read Gordon's report from Ibrox in Monday's Daily Record. But as always, thanks very much for joining us here at dailyrecord.co.uk.